Alright friends, I am doing a YouTube video because our cell service and going live isn't really going to work. It's just going to cut in and out. So this is Kurth Valley Farm and Fiber Mill, and first things first, we're going to go for a drive to look at sheep before it gets dark. A little background on me. I was not raised on a farm, and hi ladies, hi mamas, and never really around sheep ever until about 7 years ago when we bought the fiber mill. And fiber has always been a passion of mine. I was in 4-H as a kid and participated in the llama project. Oh sure, they're all gonna, they think it's feeding time, and we already fed them today. But before it gets dark and kind of looks rainy over there. Hey girls, hi! Hi babies! I wanted to show you all my lambs. These guys are... Goodness gracious, ladies. These are Cormos and CVMs. Yes, and some are Cormo CVM crosses. Look at these little lambs. Goodness, you've already been fed today. I just wanted to show you off a little bit, ladies. Let's go for a walk. Hi, Mama. How are you? Jeepers. Ladies. This is a black Cormo. She looks gray, but when her fleece... Actually, she's probably more of a dark gray. You've already eaten today. Hi, babies. This one has a coat on still. The wind is going to pick up. All right. I can't listen to you all obnoxiously. So you guys are such big babies. Okay. I'm going to take you... Now that we've had that misery. Hi. Hi, Mama. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah. How are you? We're almost done lambing. We're going to hop back in the truck. Yeah. Go back to the farm. Bye. Bye. Go back to the farm and I'll show you. Yeah, here comes the sprinkles. Show you the fiber mill, bunnies, some wool off the Cormo and CVMs, and make sure you don't run anything over. And show you what we got going on there. There's still a few more ewes, 2 more ewes to lamb, and these lambs are all old enough to be outside. They're doing well. I don't need to monitor them as closely as I do my nursery. Now it's going to sprinkle. See, we did that just in time. Uh-oh, calves are lost. So our flock is about 30 ewes, and that's max for us. I'm thinking this is the first year we've lambed 30 ewes, and I'm exhausted. These are a few. There's Toby, my new ram. He's a CVM. We've only used Cormo rams in the past. And that's Stetson, the black and white boy. That's a llama. Hi, Stetson. Hi, handsome. And his girlfriend. Oh yes, show off. And his girlfriend Noelle. And these are all yearling lambs. All right, we'll go in and show you the fiber mill. Okay, here's the setup for the shop. And this is, since, we're homeschooling and keeping kids busy, they're doing their stuff as well, being creative. All right, these are the socks we have for sale. They're $20 a piece. They come in a variety of sizes: small, medium, extra large, men and women sizes. They're an Angora blend with alpaca and llama, so they're extremely soft. Recommended to hand wash. Don't want you to felt them in the wash machine. Dryer balls. These are 3 for, what do I have? $5 each, or 5 for $20. And here are some of our yarns. This is alpaca. And everything you see here is listed online on our website. So KirthValleyFiberMill.com. This is the last skein I have of this. This is Cormo and silk, single ply, fingering weight. And there's some llama, some fun chunky yarns with texture. But most of this is from this is an Angora Cormo blend. And CVM silk sweater yarn. This is 100% Cormo fingering weight. And here is our fleece from this year. There's a lot more where this came from. So why I like the CVMs I like the CVMs for the color, the Cormos because they are white and there's more, you can do more with it. And the Cormos I have found that have really nice staple length. The first ram I had, he was quite impressive. He would give me 5 to 6 inches of staple length every year. So I kept a lot of his ewes back, his daughters, in my breeding program. So this one is about 5-inch staple. And my girls are coated, not year round. I don't coat during the summer months as long as they're on pasture. I coat when we feed hay. And when you buy a fleece from me, you can buy a whole fleece, half a fleece, by the pound. It's $20 a pound. It's so soft. Everything is less than 20 microns, so you're going to want to wear this next to your skin, around your neck. And there's a lot of fleece where this came from. So if there's something particular you're looking for, let me know. And once everything is skirted, then I'll list it on my website. So what else was I going to say? Oh, when you buy fleece from me, you're not getting belly wool, leg wool, anything that's dirty. No poop tags. It's all going to be skirted, and no second cuts. Okay, then we have washed Cormo in the bags here. Then I have some Surrey alpaca, black, really pretty stuff. Baby llama, Korea fleece. This is George. Hi, George. Hi, honey. How are you? Hi. He's a tricolor English Angora. And that's the other thing we're using here. We have a Harlequin and tricolor breeding program. So the tricolor is just the broken pattern of a Harlequin. Yeah, your big airplane ears. I love them. Yes, I do. And you're so sweet. Yes, he just had a haircut probably last weekend. Didn't you? And then here's some of our shop, more yarns. These were all hanging, so nothing you didn't already see. If you would like a headband, they're felt, really soft inside. If you'd like a headband, you just let me know, because I'm willing to make you a deal with those. Also, these 2 hats, super cute, lined with fleece again. I didn't make these come from Northland Woolens, but I've had them for a while, so I'm willing to make a deal and move them on. Then, this year we tried making insoles. I didn't make the insoles. I sent fiber off to have insoles made. And I believe it was a place in New York, a fiber mill in New York. And they did a great job. We really like these. We've bought them before from a place, and I figure we go through them and we like them so much we're just going to have them made, and then we have them when we need them. So these are insoles are $13 a pair, and you just trim them to your shoe size. Really, you just kind of line your shoe up, put your shoe on and draw with a permanent marker or a pen, and then just trim as needed. You can always cut more off. You can't put more back on, so careful when cutting. Here's another bunny. This is Susan. We're on a human name kick here. Hi, Susan. Hi, pretty girl. And she's a mama. She's got a couple babies in her nest box and her outside in her cage. She is a harlequin. She's lightly marked. She's black and fawn. So she's got some black on her ear, but she doesn't have a whole lot of black coloring. Oh, here on your face. Yes, hi, pretty girl. But she'll be ready for a haircut it's about every 3 months we trim them. And mine are not molders. We scissor cut them. Yeah, so you're a mama and you're going to make me some pretty yarns. Okay, and then we are going to just keep going. I'll explain the mill. So we wash. People send their fiber to me, tell me what they want made. I wash in a wash machine. I do not agitate the fiber because that would felt it. So I do 2 hot soapy washes and 2 hot rinses. Then it dries on the rack. And this is my drying rack. It's just PVC pipe. This came with the fiber mill when I bought it. It was a mill set up in Pennsylvania, and the couple was retiring. So I got all their belongings along with all the equipment. So the next order, this is all wool. Really nice stuff too, actually. It's going into yarn and rug yarn. After it's dry, it goes through the picker. And unfortunately, I just finished a large order, so I'm taking a day to clean all my machines tomorrow. I'm not going to run anything for you tonight. I can explain what every machine does, though. This is the picker. It basically just separates your fiber after the washing process. It throws it into this big closet. It's nicely decorated by my children. This is the big white closet is just going to be full of hair floating around in a pile. Then we go through the carding process. This is my carder. This equipment is it's made by Belfast Mini Mills, and that's in Canada. The guys are great. They come down a couple times every couple of years and do a maintenance check on it. But I really have to owe my husband a big thank you because he is great at fixing and replacing bearings. You can see how dirty it is today after running all week hard. But it gets weighed out. That's our little scale. We weigh out by the ounce to process and put that weight between blue lines. So this machine can make roving, which goes into yarn. It can make batting. Here we have the last little bit to the black alpaca. And then this piece right here is the rug yarn maker. And I'll show you a bunch of rug yarn later. We use the rug yarn for obviously making rugs and also big chunky knit throws. And then, so the roving, when going into yarn, goes into a barrel, a blue barrel, and everything is measured in yards and ounces. And this is the draw frame. So the fiber, for hand spinners who will understand this machine takes 2 or 3 rovings, puts it into one. It's just drafting it, making it into a perfectly drafted roving. Goes back into a barrel. Then the barrel gets put behind the spinner. In fact, that one's empty. There's some roving that's going into yarn. Okay. I'm not going to hook that up for you today, but just so you can get the gist of it. This opens. The roving comes up from behind and is fed through here. This closes like that. And I put this bobbin over here to show you. So here's the bobbin. This stuff is ready to get plied. And this is going to look super thin to some of your eyes. This machine can make anything, any thickness. Okay, there you go. It's hard to do this with one hand. But it gets thread through here, and the roving comes right down there, spins. The spindle is the only part spinning. And these rollers will spin too, but this is what's doing this twisting of the fiber. So this has a lot of different settings and can make a variety of thicknesses. We adjust the roller speeds for different fibers. You know, Angora spins a lot differently than llama and mohair and Surrey alpaca. Also, before we keep going around the room, this is the dehairer, and goes through a set of 3 rollers. Right now we did buffalo. So here's some buffalo fiber that's been dehaired twice, and it's looking pretty good. You can kind of see a couple guard hairs in there. So I'll have to decide if I'm going to send this through again. This is going into yarn eventually, and so some of those guard hairs will come out in the carding process. If you're familiar with processing fiber, you'll know that there's some loss involved throughout each process. You know, the washing, the carding, and dehairing. This is the skein winder. So unfortunately, it's kind of cluttered over here right now because a lot of boxes need to leave. And being on a stay-at-home order, nothing has left. This is the cone winder. So anyone who doesn't want to wind balls when they have a skein of yarn, we can put it directly onto a cone for you. This is some Angora alpaca blend yarn of my own. I don't always process for myself. Oh, look, we have a guest, Susan, who's helping themselves. Susan and George. No, no, no. No, no. I know what's going on here. It's going to be a party. Okay. The cone winding, that's ideal for, it's what we put sock yarn on and we send it to the sock mill. But we can put any thickness yarn on cones. If you're interested in cones for weaving or fiber for weaving, yarn for weaving, you let me know. I might have something I can part with. A lot of times I hoard my stuff for myself because I have these big projects in mind. This is my rug loom. And coincidentally, a friend of a friend of a friend knew that I was a rug weaver and into fiber and needed this loom to make room for another loom that they were getting their mother. Anyways, these are some of the rugs from our sheep. My coloring needs to adjust here. And these are also for sale. I see you. Okay, so that is a 49 inch by 30 inch for $142. Deep chocolate with the milk chocolate, I would call it, I guess. This aqua with gray, really pretty. Oops, sorry. And that is $145.83. I can do this out of your fiber as well. If you've got fiber, technically, or well, specifically, we like to use the coarser fibers for rugs because of the durability. We don't want to use super nice fiber, you know, and this is a good place to burn up the seconds of your fleeces. So there's the pink and brown. And the loom is ready to be strung up again. I see I have a mistake, so that's why I'm not winding it on just yet. This is all yarn for a customer who will pick it up this week, hopefully. And it's all alpaca. We washed the skeins for her. It's just setting and drying. Okay, so, and this is a sweater that I just finished. Pretty proud of it. The white is Angora alpaca blend. That's why it's getting fuzzy. And this is just some CVM yarn. So, if you would like to go to my website and look at anything I have on there for sale, if you're interested in sheep, if you're interested in bunnies, you send me a message and I can get back to you. You can also send me an email straight from the website. And if there's anything I missed, oh yeah, rug yarn. Here's the throw that I knit, and these I do take custom orders for. This is wrapped on a cotton core, so that I knit it with, I think, size 36 inch, or not inch, but size 36 knitting needles. And this is probably 4 to 5 years old, and it gets used regularly. We've washed it a couple times, and when I wash it, I just soak it, spin it out, rinse it, spin it out, and let it air dry. Here is all the other rug yarn we have right now, as well as some that's in totes. If there's some rug yarn that you're looking for in particular, I have llama, I have wool. This stuff will be knit into a throw eventually. That's going to go into a rug. But if there's something for rug yarn wise, if you're interested in setting something up, I can work with you and put some colors together for you. And there's more fiber where that came from, so there's really no shortage. If there's a color that you don't see here and you're looking for, you can let me know. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to do a scan around here and make sure I've explained everything. I think I've explained everything. If there's something that I have missed, I apologize. But I hope that you enjoyed a little tour of the fiber mill. I guess I could walk out and show you some babies. Susan, you behave. I'm watching. Oh, maybe it's raining. All right, we'll make it quick. All right. Here's the nursery. Hi, mamas. Hi, babies. Hi, sweethearts. Yeah, hi, sweetie. Look at this little guy. He was born yesterday. Don't step on her. Hello. Hi, baby. Yeah, she's so cute. Aren't you so cute? Yeah. Good girls. I hear you. You want attention too? Hi, Mama. What are you doing over here, snuggling? You're a good girl. She's an older CVM. Had twins this year. We're still waiting on two to lamb. So they're still over here. Hiding out, hanging out. Ready for bed. This is the rabbitry. And of course the overflow for all the wool that doesn't fit in the mill. I hope you've enjoyed. Send me an email. Visit my website, KirthValleyFiberMill.com. Until we meet again, say bye-bye. Babies, hi. Say bye-bye. Oh.